Ladies, I gotta ask y'all something. And I know y'all only make up 27% of this channel's population of views. But women, I gotta ask y'all something. How many of y'all have been physically assaulted while in a relationship? Now, there's a survey or a study that figures out that 1 in 3 women, about 35% of them, are affected by domestic assaults in a relationship by another man. Now, what happened earlier this month, a man was charged with holding his ex-girlfriend hostage, torturing her for hours in the downtown Savannah business. Now, comes from the Georgia Gazette. This is a web publication. Now, this happened in Chatham County on October the 8th, so earlier this month. On a Saturday, police responded to a domestic situation at a local Sweetwater spa on West Barton Street. Chatham County 911 received a call from a woman at the spa who wanted to report that she had been held against her will and had been badly beaten by her ex-boyfriend, Christopher Owen Forde. Now, officers arrived on the scene and located the victim suffering from numerous serious injuries. She had substantial bruising and swelling to many areas of her body. The victim stated that Forde came to her workplace and forced his way inside through the business's back door. Wow, okay. Now, once inside, he began yelling obscenities at her and hitting her. The victim fell to the ground, where he stomped on her head as she laid on the floor. Jesus Christ. Now, Forde retrieved a steak knife and threatened to kill her and himself. He repeatedly called her a whore and a slut during the attack. Forde told her that she had always been a bad mother to her children and that they could be better off with her gone. Wow. Now, the victim stated that during the attack, Forde would stop briefly to drink protein shakes and then throw the remainder of the drink at her. Forde then grabbed a nearby sheet and wrapped it around her throat, strangling her. She felt that she was going to pass out. She feared that she was going to be killed by him. Now, after hours of repeated beatings, she was able to convince him that she would not call the police if they could go out somewhere. As soon as he opened the back door of the business, she ran away and called for help. Forde fled in a friend's vehicle. Now, over the course of the attack, the victim sustained numerous injuries. Her eyes were bruised and swollen and would not fully open. Jesus Christ, man, you fucked her up that bad? Her eyelids were purple. She had swelling to her lip and cheek, cuts from the bridge of her nose, swelling on her forehead, bruising on her scalp, and red marks on her throat and upper chest consistent with being strangled. She also had scratches on her lower leg, bruising in multiple spots on her arms, and lacerations from fighting back. Inside the business, officers found bloody tissue in the trash as well as blood on the sheets used to strangle her. Blood splatter was on the floor, laundry baskets, countertops, and table. There were also blood splatter on the front of her dress. The victim said that she briefly dated Forde for about 3 months before she broke up with him due to relationship issues. She also stated that this was not the first time she had assaulted her. Well, he had assaulted her. She told police that Forde works downtown at the Portal. She also is not sure where he currently resides. EMS arrived on the scene and threatened the victim. She refused to transport to the hospital. She was provided access to numerous resources to keep her safe and was instructed on how to obtain a temporary protective order. Due to the physical evidence and injuries to the victim, Forde was charged with aggravated assault, burglary in the first degree, and battery. Forde has prior charges for assault not related to the incident. Now, it does have an officer narrative. I'm not going to read that. It's just, it's the same thing that happened. It's just the point of view from the police perspective side. Just a little bit more details, about how she got slapped and more so about how she was assaulted, which is really a unfortunate thing, more than unfortunate. I can't even fathom the words to say, but This guy actually broke into her job's back door. I mean, that's, of course, burglary. You should be charged with trespassing because you went through the back door of a business. And I mean, is it really worth it, dude? Like, was it really worth it? Of course not. I mean, you gotta look at relationships like this. If she don't want to be with me, that's her loss. You gotta have that mindset. Like, man, she don't want to be with me, man. I'm rolling. I don't care if she want to do her own thing, man. I'm doing my thing. That's what you gotta look at it. And this guy, he's probably gonna be in jail for a good bit of time. I mean, you got breaking into a business, assault. I mean, it sounds like he almost killed this woman. I'm surprised it wasn't attempted murder on this guy, and it's just something that can turn deadly. Up here in Hinesville, that situation happened, but in this case, in Hinesville, that happened. The woman actually killed the guy, and she's not facing charges. But domestic situations happen every day across the United States. And like I said, 1 in 3 women are assaulted in relationships in their lifetime, and I believe 1 in 4 men are experience domestic assault. So it just makes me think, like, how many women on this channel that watch my stuff, that are viewers, have been assaulted. And it's like, damn, that's just a crazy stat. But what do you guys think about this situation? I mean, this guy is not the smartest guy. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they have video evidence of the situation on top of her testimony or her talking against what actually happened to her. And I mean, to go out like you can't go out like no sucker, bro. Like, it's 2022. I mean, there's too many women in this world to go out like a sucker like that, man. I mean, you can get pretty much any woman you probably can get, but to attack a woman and beat her up to a bloody pulp and strangle her, and nah, man, don't go out like no simp, bro. But let me know how y'all guys feel about this. It's Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News.